Hello, Poland. Hello, Mosia. So we're currently in Gdańsk on Polish northern coast in an Airbnb. And so this is what an Airbnb looks like. This is kind of the main room. There's Marina working. This is the bedroom here. Very, very nice apartment. Lots of light. Very cool. But we are here temporarily until we can decide what we're going to be doing later on. And so this is what we do pretty much every morning. Check one of the Russian-speaking sites called Medusa, which I really like. And I also check an American site to see what the rest of the world is talking about. And I like New York Post. So as you can see, things are progressing. Okay, so it's 10:20 a.m. And what we typically do around this time is we're gonna go to a store, buy stuff for breakfast. We've been typically buying stuff just for that day because we have this mindset of not knowing what's gonna happen tomorrow. So we're not buying a lot of things. We're buying a little bit at a time, and then we're making breakfast and dinners and all that. So once again, I'm wearing all black with sweatpants and a sweatshirt like a true Eastern European. Probably the local people here will see me a mile away and will know where I'm from immediately. Bye, Mosia. And this right here is one of the main streets, pedestrian streets in the center of Gdańsk. And this is admittedly my first time being here during the day, because we got here at night and I've been working during the day doing a couple various things, and as a result we've just been walking around the city at night. This is my first time seeing it during the day, and this city is gorgeous. It reminds me a little bit of Copenhagen, where I lived for a couple of years. Very beautiful, has that Nordic feel to it, feels very free. Feels very open, welcoming. And now we are going to a local convenience store where we typically buy our food, stuff like that, that we're going to be making breakfast with, and as well as lunch. And maybe it's even going to last until dinner. So this bread here that we've been buying, it's just been amazing. It smells great, it's fresh, it's delicious. Really, really love it. And then we've been eating these sausages, and they have cheddar. Some have some spices in them or jalapeno peppers. They're really, really good. Never had these before. So we're gonna be getting that. So gonna get some Gouda cheese. I love my Gouda cheese. We're gonna get some yogurt for the lady. The lady loves her yogurt. So one thing I really like about Poland that I haven't seen anywhere else is these lunch boxes. And I have never seen them in Ukraine. I've pretty much never seen them anywhere else in any other countries that I remember. So we've been eating these, but they have this one here. I think we're gonna try this one right here with chicken, I believe. We're gonna try these two, and these are really, really awesome. Because so quick to cook them, just throw them in the microwave and they're ready in like 10 minutes. Some eggs as well, bananas as well, obviously. Bottle of water. So all of this cost us 83 Polish zloty, which is around, I would say, like $18-19. So this right here is gonna last us for about a day between the two of us, and maybe there's something gonna be left over for even tomorrow, depending on how much we eat. Oh, Moise, how come you don't come to meet us? The one difference between Poland and Ukraine is that here the water is drinkable from the tap, and I'm kind of used to it because I grew up in New York where it's also drinkable, but Marina still prefers this bottled water. So here we're making eggs. I typically love to eat eggs in the morning. It's a good source of protein, and so we typically boil these eggs, and I have them every morning. Sometimes Marina joins me. Other times it's mostly gonna be me. Here we have a lot of eggs, so I think Marina is gonna have a couple as well. So the sausages are really cool. So it says here Seta, which is cheese, cheddar, and these are really tasty. I really like these. I've never had these before. At least I do not remember having these kinds of sausages with cheese inside. So they're kind of tasty. And they add up to a nice breakfast. All right, so the eggs are almost ready. Just a little bit more. We got our sausages that we're gonna be cooking right afterwards. We got our teas here that are waiting for the other things to be finished. And we got two sandwiches with this amazing bread. This crazy bread, so delicious. And we're gonna have with cheese. And all of this is going to be part of our breakfast. Meanwhile, Moise here is just chilling. She's relaxing. Okay, so our Polish breakfast is ready. What I mean by that is breakfast in Poland. We have bread with cheese. We have some sausages with cheese. We have the eggs. I'm going to have most of these. I just like the egg whites. And we have two teas. And so it's 11:44 a.m. We just finished our brunch, you can call it. And now it's time to do a little bit of work. I have a couple of online projects that I'm working on, things that I need to finish. And so in the middle of the day, me and Marina as well, we like to sit down and do some work. So here I'm working on one of my other projects, and I'm using the software to do a little bit of video editing. So as you can see, I already recorded this video some time ago, and all I need to do is kind of slice it up, edit it, make sure it's production ready, and then publish it. So it is 3 p.m. now, and I've been working for a while. I finished a couple of projects. There's still some more work to be done, and really one of the main things that changed now is that instead of being comfortable and doing kind of, okay, I'm gonna do this thing and that thing, and then I'm gonna go out and relax. Now that we're in this situation, I kind of have to hustle more. I have to look for different projects. I have to try things that I wouldn't have tried, back when I was in Ukraine, because in Ukraine we had an apartment with everything. Now we kind of have to start from the beginning in a way. And that means experimenting more, it means hustling more, it means doing things that I would probably have not done because it requires me to kind of get out of my comfort zone. And so thankfully I am more or less kind of prepared for it. I think I am. And so a lot of focus will be on doing more and more, working more, taking projects that I used to take years ago, but now I've stopped. And so I may need to kind of revisit those things. So there's going to be more work, but hopefully I think we're going to be okay from that perspective. Hopefully the projects are going to come in and we'll be able to kind of handle them as they come in. Now also Marina has gone out. She's just running some errands here in town. And so I'm gonna work for a little bit more. I'm gonna wait for her to come back and we're gonna have lunch together. That same lunch that we bought earlier. But meanwhile, little Moise is having a very good sleep here. So it is 3:18 and it's time to have our lunch, and this is the lunch we bought today. And so we're warming it up, mixing it, and then maybe rewarming it in case some parts of it are cold. All right, so here's our lunch. Here's our microwavable lunch. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's popular here in Poland, these kinds of lunches. Let me know if it is, but I've never seen it before anywhere in Ukraine and other countries, but it's really good. So bon appetit. So actually I just tried it. It's actually pretty tasty. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The chicken is really good. The pasta is really good. Some vegetables in there. It's not a bad lunch. Not a bad lunch at all. Trying out a new Polish chocolate bar, and it kind of reminds me of Kit Kat. Really good. I must say that the chocolate, the sweets, we have something else here. Another thing we are eating. But this one is really good, and a lot of sweets, a lot of chocolates are tasty, and even Mosia wants to check it out, but she doesn't eat chocolate, so she's a meat eater. She's a carnivore. Really delicious chocolate here. All right, so now that we had our lunch, it was a nice break, and I like to take these breaks between these hours of work. And so now, we're gonna just chill for a minute, have my tea, and then I'm gonna try to work for another 2 to 3 hours uninterrupted, trying to get something done, trying to get something finished, a big task that I need to have finished. And then we'll see. Another thing that we're doing from time to time is looking at different listings on Airbnb. We're trying to figure out if there's going to be more availability, maybe at the end of this month or next month. We're looking at different cities. So for instance, right now we're in Gdańsk. We're looking at different places that are available. There's Sopot here, and then there's Gdynia. And these are like the 3 cities in this region. So we're trying to figure out, okay, so Gdańsk is a little bit on the expensive side. Maybe we should go to Gdynia later. You have some apartments that are like 615 per month or 729 per month. This looks like a nice apartment. So we're trying to get the feel for it, because we're really not tied to any particular location. And Poland has many beautiful cities. And we're trying to get a feel for, maybe we can go to another city, maybe there's something cheaper, maybe we can rent something like this, a house even. What about the other part of Poland? In this region here, there's a bungalow, kind of expensive here, 681. This is not bad, and this looks like a house here. But I'm not really a village kind of person. I'm more of a city person. Marina is the same, so we definitely prefer to stick to cities. And so thank God sites like Airbnb exist, because we can take a look at the entire Poland right here and see what's available, what's not available. We can also take a look in other countries, other neighboring countries such as Slovakia, Czech Republic or Czechia, to see what is available. So there's a place here in Czech Republic that looks pretty decent. But so far, I think our preference has been definitely Poland, because Poland has just awesome hospitality. It has beautiful cities, just amazing places to spend time in. And so for now, that is kind of what we're looking at. All right, it is 7:13 p.m. I finished some work, did some research for a couple of projects. I learned a couple of new things about what I need to do when it comes to work and stuff like that. And so I still have to do some work today, but my mind is just about to turn off. So we're gonna go outside. Me and Marina gonna take a walk, just walk around the old town, maybe get some tea or coffee, sit down, just chill for a little bit, because I still haven't gone outside today. And afterwards, I'm gonna try to finish some of the last things I need. Hi, Mosia. You found a good place to lay down. And here's what Gdańsk looks like at night. And as you can see, they got the yellow, blue color scheme going on, and I think you know what that color scheme represents. So that's kind of cool. Right here they have some construction. I think they're gonna fix that eventually, sooner than later. But it's a very, very beautiful city. Those buildings are just majestic, this design. And like I said before, it kind of reminds me of Copenhagen, one way or another. So if you've ever been to Copenhagen, let me know if I am along the right path on that, if I'm correct in that. And here we are on a bridge over this canal or river. And during the day you have really nice view of all of the whole facade over there of the buildings. And right now, you know, it's not the same, but it's still awesome. And those buildings over there, I don't know if the camera shows, are the same style that we saw in Klaipėda. That kind of Prussian, you know, Nordic, North Germanic architecture. I really, really love that design. And in Klaipėda, they didn't have as many buildings. They had like a couple that we saw, but here they have a bunch of them. So it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And this city is just gorgeous. There's nothing more to add. It's an absolutely beautiful city. Just like all cities in Poland, you know, with each city being beautiful in its own way. You know, you have this kind of northern Germanic style here, and then in southern Poland you have a different style, which is also awesome. And that's actually one of the advantages of living right in the center, is that it's a quiet area where we live, but you walk for like 5 minutes and you're in the middle of action, which is awesome because I'm personally a city person, and so is Marina, and I really couldn't handle living somewhere in the suburbs, or the burbs, as we call it in the United States. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the summer months, or at least in the late spring, I think it's going to be a lot more expensive. If you know, let me know if it's going to be a lot more expensive or just a little more expensive. Because if we're talking like double the price, that's one thing. If it's going to be like 10-20% more expensive, that's another thing. I would really love to know. And here we are on what looks like a residential street. And look at this, it's just insane. I really hope the camera is capturing all this. But it looks like we are on attending some play. And this is like a stage. You know how you're watching something on a play and a performance, and there's a stage where people come out and they do their performance. So that is kind of what it seems to me, to be honest with you. And it's just insane. I mean, people actually live here? Yeah, it looks like people live here. It's just so gorgeous. I got even some soups here that I didn't notice the first time I was here. That is awesome. So we bought a couple of more of these tasty, hearty bread buns to have a snack tonight maybe. And we also bought 2 juices. Mosia, Mosinka, how are you, Mosinka? How are you? And here's my sandwich for the evening. A very, very tasty, beautiful, nourishing sandwich. And we also bought this juice, this orange juice. It's fresh, absolutely gorgeous. Mosia, what are you doing over there? Mosia, you got some plans for tonight? You got a date or something? So it is 8:30 p.m. and I'm kind of exhausted. I just want to chill and relax, but I know I still have to do a couple of things. Still gotta finish a little bit of work, finish this one project, something extra today, and then I'm just gonna chill. So maybe an hour hour and a half of work, and then it's just a little bit of chilling, and then it's time to go to bed. Alright, so it's like 12:17 and Marina is sleeping already, so that's why I'm gonna talk really quietly. And so it's been a really busy day. Lots of things that got done, lots of things that still need to be done, hopefully for tomorrow. And at this point I'm gonna call it a night.